Big effing nerds. Quispy.
Quispy. Roll intro.
Oh my god.
What if he cameos in Ant-Man?
Wow.
Oh, shit.
We started thinking about this with Doctor Strange. I don't want to get my hopes up.
No, I think, but it's possible for this one now because there's time travel involved, not just jumping universes. Welcome back, nerds.
Yeah.
This is Big Effing Nerds. I am Michael Lee.
And I'm Matt.
And yeah, what do we... Fuck, I don't know. I screwed that intro up, so I'm going to just roll over.
Anyway, welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
Episode, definitely a number. I don't remember.
I think it's 39.
I was like, 30-something. I want to say we're past 35, right?
Yeah, definitely past 35. I think 35 was the episode that I recorded without you. No, 36 was the episode I recorded without you.
Because this will be our second since then.
I don't even remember.
Anyway.
Life is a blur.
But yeah, welcome back, everybody. Good to be back. Good to be back here once again. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving and ate a fuckload of food. And if you didn't, why are you sweaty?
Why am I sweaty?
Yeah.
I still kind of warm from the gym, so I'm like...
Still all warmed up.
I wish...
Start panting.
Yeah. We don't really have AC in my house either, so it's like...
And it's hot up here.
Yeah.
Fuck that one summer day or whatever where we were just up here just hey, so welcome back.
What was it? It was the first episode of the second season.
Yeah.
Where we were just over here.
What a good time to be back. Fucking
I think it was 100 that day, wasn't it?
I think it was like 105 or some bullshit like that. But anyway, yeah, hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Ate a fuckload of food. If you didn't, what the fuck are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. I had 3 plates total. It was rough. It was worth it.
You had 3 plates?
Well, yeah, 2 at home. Then we go to...
Oh, okay.
Then we go to Vanessa's
different
house.
location.
And then, yeah. And then I was like, you can't do none of plate
That's
there.
a reset. That don't count.
It felt like it counted. Because after the second plate and like 2 little pieces of pie at home, I was like, I'm cool. I'm not in pain yet. And then I go over there and I was like, oh, fuck. Like, now everything hurts, but it hurts so good.
It hurts so bad.
So worth it.
You're a sadist.
When it comes to food,
Sadist.
I think, yeah, probably. All right, so you want to learn a pretty interesting fact?
No, not really.
Too bad.
Oh.
Well, that's too damn bad. Everybody who has headphones, you're welcome. So, did you know that a little bit of the Romans partook? Yep, one of those.
Yeah.
They definitely they definitely did something, but they had their own form of sort of some teeth care, some dental hygiene in the form of mouthwash. But it wasn't like they had bottles of Listerine. They were using urine as mouthwash.
I fucking knew it. I was like, the only thing I could really think of is urine.
Yeah, they were using that as mouthwash because of the ammonia and stuff in it. Yeah. Fucking
I mean,
awesome.
they what do they say? They do say pee is sterile. Which,
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I've, dehydrated when you're in the morning, just like,
But I mean, can you imagine just like waking up out in the field in, ancient Roman times, walking out of your tent?
I mean, to be fair, they were probably doing a lot worse things.
Yeah.
Back in those days too.
Well, yeah, I mean, their idea of bathing was like dumping like covering yourself in like oil and like olive oil and shit and like scraping it off. I forgot what they were called, but scraping it off and then using water or whatever. Mm-hmm. And that oil they scraped off was just reused for the next people. And I think people used them for like perfume or some bullshit like that.
And you wonder why people were dying at like the age of 35.
Why does he have typhus? Why does he have typhoid? Why does he have tuberculosis?
Why has he got syphilis?
Or like I heard too, like so like gladiators were like pretty much celebrities back in the day. Back then. Like a lot of
even though they were prisoners.
Yeah, but you were still like celebrities and you were better off than your normal like.
That's like Bill Crosby.
What?
He's a celebrity who's a prisoner now.
Oh, yeah. I was just like, huh?
Well, what about that criminal that turned into a model?
Who's that?
I forget his name, but he was like some dude had like a mug shot and some manager or talent recruiter or someone.
He was like, that's the guy.
They're like, that guy's kind of hot.
He's got the look.
I want him. Now he's a model.
Good for
I
him.
think he went to jail for like arson or something. I don't remember really.
Well, shit. Well, good for him. And as long as he's turning his shit around, I guess.
That I know of. That's
hope.
like the last thing I really heard, and that was like 5 years ago.
Hopefully now he's not like, now I got real arson money.
I'm gonna burn everything.
Everybody. But yeah, like I was saying, the gladiators, like the women would used to like get gladiator sweat as like perfume, and they thought of it as like a aphrodisiac or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah, well, they weren't too smart back then. But anyway,
It's like I know how I smell after the gym, and I do not want.
I don't want
to
to
smell like that.
just be like, so fresh and so clean.
New
clean.
cologne.
Yeah, so there's that. Romans were, did some weird shit. More and more all the time.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like Roman stuff. I mean, that's it was like one of the biggest selling points for me wanting to go to Italy.
Oh yeah, to see Rome,
and
Colosseum,
just
and all that.
all that history. And we were walking down the streets and like, man, gladiators used to walk this shit. Or not gladiators per se, but the Roman army.
Yeah.
Marching around. You have people in togas and shit.
And then you had the local shit house right here, where there's just like, here's the community poop brush for your butt.
Well, then you get like the bathhouses.
Yeah. That's pretty gross in there, I bet.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of fornicating going on.
Oh yeah, lots of bodily fluids of all sorts.
Anyways,
So fresh and so clean.
let's move on away from this. We're
Anyway,
gonna get
that's
ready
not what we're talking about today.
for.
This just in on nerdy news. Did you hear that? Well, you know about Bethesda, their game Starfield they're making? They were
No, I
calling
did
it
not.
like Skyrim in space,
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's you're gonna be able to hop in a ship, fly around, kind of. I don't know if it's like No Man's Sky where you can go in and out of orbit without a load screen.
I don't know why I'm already anticipating Matt being like, yeah, it's canceled. I can ruin my dreams.
Not canceled, but it got delayed to the first half of next year.
Yeah, we kind of anticipated that with the whole COVID stuff, right? I think we talked about it sometime last season, saying how everything's basically going to get pushed back now when people are coming up with the ideas.
But people are pretty okay with it since it's Bethesda, and we know their track record with how buggy their fucking shits are. Their games are like Todd Howard's like, it's not a bug, it's a feature. Shut the fuck up, Todd. It's a bug.
It's a feature.
But yeah, that they're making another one called Redfall, which is like some kind of multiplayer vampire shit. That's delayed too.
Interesting.
First half of next year.
I wouldn't play that.
Also,
I want werewolves.
yeah, I know, me too. I don't get it. There's not enough werewolf love out there. It's all vampires.
Yeah, I don't understand
Which,
that.
like,
And
cool.
Vampires are supposed to be sophisticated. All like, their wine glass full of blood.
What is it they say about vampires? Why they're always so sophisticated and rich? They're like, because if you've been alive since like 1782 and you don't got it figured out by now, you should just give up.
Aren't they all rich too?
Yeah.
I feel like all.
People are like, well, what's
Vampires
with
are
the
rich.
rich vampire stereotype? Yeah, they're like, if you've been alive that long and you're not rich, like, you just give up.
True.
It's over.
Yeah.
You suck.
You're a failure as a vampire.
I know you talked about it already on the episode without me, but The Witcher 3 Next Gen update's coming out December 14th. You said you already covered it. It'll be free if you already own it. And they are going to have some DLC from the show in there, like some armor,
Cool.
some looks for different people and stuff like that. So that's coming, and also they I don't know if I brought it up already. They're making a full remake in Unreal Engine 5 of The Witcher 1.
Really?
Yeah, which is the third. Witcher 3 is the only one I played. Because the first one, I mean, is pretty old, and it doesn't hold up super well.
Not.
But yeah, they're remaking.
today's day and age.
They're remaking the whole thing in Unreal Engine 5, and unlike the original game, it's going to be totally open world, just like The Witcher 3, I suppose. Because the first one was just kind of like big open instances. They drop you in, you could explore, and then go to the next place, progress the story, and you move on. You know?
Yeah. Old style of gaming.
Yeah. Before they were like, we can't load all this shit.
Do you remember playing Spider-Man 1 on PS2?
Oh, dude. I mean, before when you couldn't touch the ground.
Yeah, or you couldn't swing through the city. You know how in Spider-Man 2, that was the first game you can actually free roam and swing out throughout New York City. Whereas in the first one, it was placing you in certain areas and you could swing in those areas, but that was it. You basically just went through a menu system to get to the next.
Yeah, see, there was one like Spider-Man game I played on the PC like way when I was younger, and there was like some like they're like, there's poison gas, you can't can't go down there. Just swing around up here. Great. Thanks.
Love this.
This is so fun.
That's why Spider-Man 2, easily probably one of the best Spider-Man games.
Oh, yeah. And then the new Spider-Man 2 that's coming out, like next year sometime, I think.
Is that one supposed to have Miles and Peter Parker, right?
Yeah.
That's the one we were talking about, how it wouldn't have co-op.
Yeah, it fucking should, but it doesn't.
It really should. I don't understand why.
That's a missed opportunity, if you're asking
I
me.
don't understand why you wouldn't.
I mean, if maybe they'll put it in later, but a man can dream.
Especially if they introduce like more
What, like more
of the Spider-Verse,
like fucking Scarlet Spider or something. Ben Reilly, I think's his name.
or
That was like
Spider-Gwen.
Yeah,
randomly.
That was my favorite suit. I was so glad they had it in the last game. The Scarlet Spider suit with the little cutout, the little vest hoodie.
Yeah,
it's my favorite suit. It's like he's my favorite character. So I was like,
yes.
Nice. That's all I got on news actually right now.
Nice.
Yeah,
short and sweet to the point,
but some good stuff.
Yeah. So, I guess we can roll right into Matt saw Black Panther.
I did,
and
it was good.
Was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I have like a few gripes here and there, but nothing major. It was good.
What's some of your gripes? I'm very curious.
Let me see what I got.
We're gonna start with the bad, of course, and then we'll give the good.
Yeah, gotta end on a positive note.
Yeah.
Well, it's not bad. It was just sad in the beginning. Very sad funeral scene. That's not a gripe. That was just sad.
It was just
yeah.
It was interesting because while the scene was going on, I was looking at it, being like sad. But why is everyone cheering?
Yeah, I mean, I guess
like I know it might be some type of cultural thing, but it's still like your king died.
Yeah, and I mean, like you see them all like dancing and shit, like, but I'm pretty sure that's just like a cultural like celebration of life type thing. And again, like you see some of them are dancing and smiling. People who didn't really know the king personally, but then you see like Okoye or whoever them are dancing like tears and shit. But they're just doing it.
Although at the end they did kind of stop and give their respect. So
yeah. Lots of colonizer jokes. They just love making that fucking joke.
Yeah, I got kind of annoyed with that.
Because like the first time in the first movie when they said it, I was like, okay, that's kind of funny. And then like by the third time they said it in this one, I was like, all right,
we get it.
I understand.
You address it the one time, but doing it over and over again kills the joke.
Yeah, I mean, I know they say like the golden rule of comedy is like the rule of three, right? You make a joke one time, you visit it one more time, and then one more time, but no more than three.
But I feel like
that.
The third time should have been done.
But it wasn't like
the next film or something.
Yeah, and it wasn't like they tried. Yeah, I don't want all three in this one. And it wasn't like they like did it like in a different kind of witty way. It was just like white guy colonizer. I was like, okay. Yeah.
Like I guess why
are you talking to them? They didn't colonize.
I'm not even white, but I was still like, okay.
Yeah.
Get it.
Like I said, the first time I was like, good one.
Yeah.
And then after like the third time I was like, okay.
Okay, next.
Understood. What else do I got? Almost like the whole movie. I kept saying like I kept like leaning over at Vanessa with Namor. I was like, this guy is misguided as fuck.
What you mean?
Like with Namor, like so the big thing when he didn't really kidnap Shuri, but she went with him, and as far as they know in Wakanda, kidnapped.
Yeah.
But like he took her, and then when they sent I forgot her name. T'Challa's ex whatever, the spy chick, when they sent her to go get her, and she had to wax that one Talokan whatever person, she had to wax her because she had a knife to her fucking throat. But yeah, so they sent somebody to go get
just like move your left arm.
The princess. It's not just like you picked somebody off the street in Wakanda. That's the princess. So yeah, so he takes her, and then when they send somebody to get her, and they take her, he's like, "What the fuck? You guys can't do that."
The only reason I would slightly disagree, only in the fact that Namor has always hated the surface world.
Yeah.
Even in the comics, prior to that whole thing with Shuri and all that, I think with her, it felt different for him. So he figured, okay, well, maybe I can, we can create a unity or some type of alliance to where we could have access to the surface world and possibly take over or, gain ground against the surface world.
And then it just kind of all crumbled
and
apart.
then it crumbled apart because they, get back.
Yeah,
Shuri.
I hear that. I guess like he had like some hope for a second, then that happens, and he's like, "See, fuck, I told you."
Yeah,
I get that.
he put a little bit of trust, and then that trust was squandered.
I get that,
at the first.
But at the same time, for him to get mad about that, I'm like, bro, it's a pretty unrealistic reaction. That's the princess. You kidnapped royalty.
I think it's the character.
Yeah.
I think it's just that.
Maybe.
But what did you think of Namor though? Like in general, I'm very curious.
I mean, I liked him, and it was funny. I said
I
it
really
too.
liked him.
I said it too because like they keep like when he's jumping around and flying, they keep showing his ankles, and I'm like, I know they want those wings to look really cool, but they just don't.
It doesn't.
They don't.
You look like a weird version of Hermes.
I was like the third time they did like a cool zoom in on his foot, and I was like, I know how cool you want those to look, but they don't.
It was interesting if it looked as if he was taking steps rather than flying.
Not flying. He's like actually like, poof, poof, poof.
Yeah.
And then when he's turning, he's like, skirt.
Yeah. Skirt. Got on my new J's.
Got those new Air Force Ones.
So, I generally like the character.
Yeah, no, I liked him.
lot.
I think the actor did a super good job.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he was great. I liked him. And pretty cool how they kind of put their little spin on how he got his name, because he's what did he say? He's like the boy without love or whatever in Spanish. Was like, yeah, so that's what he's El Sin Namor. He's like, that's my name right there.
Namor.
I was like, cool. But little side topic, not a gripe, but I was wondering if we're gonna see him, Namor, come get involved like in any future Fantastic Four stuff, because we know about in the comics how he just fucking loves Sue Storm. So I wonder.
I never really got into those comics.
Yeah,
so I didn't know that.
I think in one of the older comics he like snatched her. He was like, "Yep, you're taken."
Mine.
And the
I am
Fantastic
king.
3 were like, "No."
The Fantastic Three.
But then Johnny Blaze, or no, that's the Ghost Rider. Johnny Storm. Johnny
Storm.
Johnny Storm was like, "Well, I can't go down there."
I'm just.
You guys I'll be up here. Things like I'm just right to the bottom.
He jumps in, just
Bonk right to the bottom.
like, how you supposed to get back up? I gotta walk all the way to the fucking
Gotta
beach.
walk to the shore. I'll see you when I see you.
I'm gonna head that way. That's towards the Middle Pacific. I'm gonna go that way.
I'll go. Yeah, I don't know. Just go until I get somewhere. Fuck.
It must suck.
So after Shuri got snatched, and Riri Williams, she was cool. Ironheart,
Oh yeah.
she was cool. So after Shuri got snatched, and Okoye comes back to report, and she's like, "I want to go right now," and I was like, I did not like how Queen Ramonda handled that. I understand that's your daughter.
I understand your whole family is.
I was like,
gone.
I totally understand all that, but I was like, but Okoye deserved better than that.
Not only that,
And-
as a queen, I feel you should have a little bit more.
That's what I said too. Like when she did that, I was like,
Composure.
that's a very emotional response for a queen. I was like, I get it. Like I totally get it. I'm not saying that was like an unrealistic response. I get it.
It probably was realistic as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, shit. She lost her son a year ago, and then now
yeah, that's
as
right,
far
the
as she
time
knows,
jump.
her daughter got snatched. She might be dead. So,
it was on the same day as
like
T'Challa's
for
death,
a
right?
year to the day, I think. Yeah. And I'm just like, damn. So like, I get that, but I was like, man, Okoye busted her ass her whole life for your whole family, and that's how you do her like that? She
Wait,
deserves better.
Didn't
than
she
that.
bring up the whole Killmonger thing? Oh, you served him when he was a usurper of the throne or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like,
What the fuck was I supposed to do?
doing my job.
This is my job.
It's in the job
And
description.
she didn't like it. She was like,
Defend the throne.
and then as soon as it was time to rebel, she was like, all right, the real king's back. But I mean, until then, I mean, she's like, this is my whole life. This is all I've known.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
So, and I also don't think it's fair that that's the last word she had to her, because they didn't
It
talk.
was, huh?
They didn't talk before.
Well, because she became a commoner afterwards.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just she was going to go down in the ranks, not just straight up ex-nate out of the fucking...
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, that's brutal.
Yeah. So all that just for those to be the last words to her. and she loved her too. You see when they found Queen Ramonda in the water, face down, shit. She was crying still. She still had love for her, and obviously that's not going to go away. But for the rest of her life, that's the last word she had to her was her, telling her, "You fucking garbage, you fired."
I think it was just a sad altercation, all around, and yeah. It was sad though when she died.
Oh, it was sad. Oh yeah, no doubt.
I honestly wasn't expecting it, but in a way, kind of was.
Yeah, I kind of started getting that vibe.
It was the thing that kind of pushed Shuri.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and yeah, like initially with Shuri, like in the beginning, like I was surprised to see Killmonger again, because
that was actually kind of a fun surprise.
Did not expect to see him because we hear about how much Michael B. Jordan like hates being recognized for Black Panther, because he's like, "What about my other movies?"
Yeah,
and we're like,
Creed,
and we're like, "Yeah, like what, Creed?" He's like, "Yeah," and
an awkward moment.
I never heard of that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good rom-com.
I fucking knew it was a rom-com.
I'm a sappy.
But yeah, I mean, like, bro, like, don't be an asshole. That's a good movie. You got recognized, and people are telling you, like, "Hey, Wakanda Forever." And he's always like, "Don't be a dick, bro."
He has been a lot of films. I can't necessarily remember just because he wasn't the lead, like the main lead. And even in Black Panther, he wasn't really the lead.
No, he wasn't.
So,
but I did like Killmonger in the first one and everything.
I like the character. And don't get me wrong.
And I did like what he was telling Shuri in there. He was like, "Your brother was noble," because I do like that he didn't shit talk him. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Your brother was noble." He's like, "But are you gonna be noble like your brother, or are you gonna get shit done like me?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn."
It was interesting that she conjured him up
than anybody. I was expecting to see her mom.
Yeah.
Or even like, their dad.
Well, the mom couldn't be there actually. Because isn't that the realm of the Black Panther? So you had to have been a Black Panther in order to be.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so I was expecting maybe she'd see T'Chaka, their dad.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe seeing him twice would be like, okay.
So when that happened, though, I was nervous, thinking that they might try to do some type of CGI thing.
Yeah, I was kind of nervous about that
Chad Boseman.
Yeah,
and I was like, please don't.
It's like, this is not going to be good.
It would be similar to when at the end of Rogue One when they did the CGI of Leia.
Oh yeah,
of young Leia.
Yeah,
it just looked off.
Yeah. Still never forgive Leia for taking all the credit for that shit. I got the plans from the Death Star. You did a handoff, fucking liar.
Everyone that did get it down there is dead.
Quick, take it. She's like, well, okay, fuck, shut the door. And just ran.
Close the door.
Shut the door. Oh, I was gonna say, Namor seems to be playing the long game. How at the end, his, chick, his friend or whoever her name was, she was like, you bowed and took the knee to them and all that shit. And he's like, what are you talking about? And he was like, because now, they did this. He's like, the whole world's gonna be looking at them. They're gonna come back to us. Mm-hmm. So how about you sit the fuck back down and let the king do what he's doing? Don't you ever question me?
Let me get back to my Peyton.
Yeah. You ever question me again? But with Shuri, initially, as soon as she got in her suit, cool suit, as soon as she got in her suit and was doing stuff, I was like, and she was getting hella aggro all the time. I was like, she's problematic. She's a lot more like Killmonger than I think she even would like to admit.
And that's why that's who conjured
That's
up.
why she conjured him subconsciously. She's like, because that's how she's feeling right there. Mm-hmm. So yeah, she's like, I'm not like you. Right now you are. I'm not saying you will be forever.
You burned the shit out of his back.
Yeah, to Quithby.
What was said? Was it for Wakanda when she said that? She had like a one-liner right before she just goes and ignites.
I think she did, yeah, something like that.
Like, for Wakanda.
Quithby. Yeah, she cut off one of his little wings on his ankles. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's right. During the fight.
But he was giving her the business even when he was all, dried out from the ship shit. Which I was
they couldn't defeat him when he had moisture.
He's just unfucking solvable.
He was pretty strong.
He was not fucking around. For sure.
You could go and take out the Wakandan ships, and those are made out of vibranium.
Yeah, and they sunk one.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, and even all his his warriors, all his people, fucking badass.
It's still cool though. They did acknowledge him being a mutant.
Yeah, he did say that. He's like, I'm a mutant. I was like, hey,
It's all coming together.
what was I gonna say? But I like Namor. He was good.
Nice.
Good character. Good casting choice. Indeed.
And I remember we were wondering, who's going to be the next Black Panther? I kind of feel like we all knew who was going to be.
I was like, it should be Shuri. I mean, it just seems the logical choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because who else could have been? Not really anyone.
I remember hearing rumors that they were like, it might be M'Baku, the Jabari tribe leader. Ooh, I like him.
Yeah.
And he's just getting cooler. Like now he's just like the cool uncle for her. He just walks up and he's like, hey, what's up?
He was given advice.
Yeah, for a big like brutal.
T'Challa left me to I forget what he said. Fuck. Like I'm supposed to be your advisor.
Oh yeah, he was like he asked me to guide you, give you counsel.
That's what it was. Counsel.
Yeah.
Not good with big words. I'm still reading.
No shit.
Shut.
But yeah, no, I like him. I liked him in the first one. I like him now. Still like him. He's cool.
No, I like his character a lot. Especially how they're up in. He's a fool. He's an obnoxious fool.
But he's a fucking brute.
But no, he does damage.
Give you the beat down.
Can you imagine him as Black Panther?
Fuck.
Oh my god. I think Namor would have been
one punch. Just
I think maybe Namor wouldn't have been defeated, but he definitely would have had a lot more issue because that dude is just massive. He's a massive individual.
Fucking unit.
Isn't there a symbol, like some type of gorilla?
It's the gorilla, yeah. They're like the gorilla tribe or whatever.
Yeah.
Their masks or all that shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The Jabari tribe.
All right, cool. So
yeah, I think that's about it, really, for that.
So Black Panther, good film. I did like it though.
Yeah, it was good. No.
For you, did it restore faith in the MCU?
A bit, yeah.
A little bit. That's what I said.
We'll have to see how Ant-Man and Quantumania or whatever goes. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
That's right.
So far, it looks cool.
And we're getting that in February?
I think so.
Yes, February.
Yeah, so that's coming up hot.
I think it's going to be awesome.
I think
it's going to be cool to... I think we're going to be returning to the TVA, so...
Yeah, and we basically got confirmation that the TVA is going to be involved in Deadpool 3.
Oh, really? Oh, well, because Deadpool was time traveling.
Mm-hmm. So I imagine now that he broke the timeline and killed all those other, past versions of himself and all that shit.
What if he cameos in Ant-Man?
Wow.
Oh, shit.
We started thinking about this with Doctor Strange. I don't want to get my hopes up.
No, I think, but it's possible for this one now because there's time travel involved, not just jumping universes, which in Endgame, jumping to different time. No, that was jumping to different timelines.
Just
so
time traveling, yeah.
So different thing. We could possibly, that'd be a cool little opportunity for them. Just saying.
Yeah, I saw like a Twitter post or whatever.
Maybe not in the movie, but after credits.
Little post credits, mid credits.
Just saying.
But I saw like a Twitter post with Miss Minutes from Loki, the TVA. Remember the clock?
Yeah, the animated clock. Yeah.
And she just said like, "Hey Deadpool, love Miss Minutes." And Ryan Reynolds answered like, "Hey Miss Minutes." And we're like, "Ooh."
That's the excited face.
Does this count as annoying? Yes.
It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. All right, cool.
So, yeah.
Want to move on to Andor? Because we got
3 episodes to cover. Episodes 10 through 12.
Yeah, so we'll be covering the season finale.
So spoilers.
Or
I guess we should have said
is
that
it
for
season finale? Because I feel like there could have been more.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know like the timeline, from when Andor ends to when Rogue One starts.
Yeah,
but like it seemed like at the end of episode 12 that Luthen when Andor was like, "You came here to kill me," and Luthen just like
like
laughed.
That smirk.
So I'm wondering if he's the one who like recruited him for the Rogue One shit. Probably.
Yeah. We'll have to see, but we'll start in order. We'll go with
10?
episode 10. Now Matt is gonna have to remind me of certain events because I actually watched 10 way back when.
Yeah.
And 11 way back when.
Yeah.
So.
And I watched them in the past few days. So. Yeah. Oh yeah. Remember how at the prison I said how those guards look like they had snowboard boots?
Yeah.
They fucking do. Like
what
straight
brand?
up.
What brand?
I don't know the brand, but I'm telling you, like I saw like there was like a quick scene with like a guard. He's like bent over, tightening his boots, and like he straight up had the boa laces.
I got those.
Yeah,
Well, not
I want
on the
those.
not on the outside. I just on the inside, the little support.
Yeah, I want to get those because I have the old laces where I gotta lace them up, and I'm like, come on. I need to get new boots though. I've had those since.
Matt's over here doing a bicep curl, trying to tighten it.
Straight up, because if your boots ain't tight, you'll know.
Oh,
You'll
it'll
know.
actually hurt in the ankles whenever you snowboard. Yeah.
Well, I feel it on like my first run after I'm turning. Like, gotta tighten these.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
just come off the side.
I think new boots will be my first purchase.
That's ooh.
But yeah, no, I just watched him. He was just crank, crank, crank. I was like, those are snowboard boots. Like that's actually snowboard boots.
I didn't even catch that detail. I mean, it may have been because I was watching on the phone. But
yeah.
still.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's a quick, like, the dude just in the back bent over. And I was like, what the fuck?
if you listen closely,
You can hear that straight up. You can hear it. I was like, those are actually snowboard boots. Wow.
I think BOA systems for Burton a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
Might be Burton boots.
See, and I forgot why I had rented boots or something before, but I actually had, like, used some boots that had the BOA lace system. I was like, oh, these are nice.
They are, but there are some shoes where lacing is also key.
Yeah.
Mine's both.
Yeah. Oh, you got the laces
Right, on the
outside.
On the inside,
the
there's the
boa's
support,
inside.
and then the laces on the outside.
Yeah.
So
A little bit of both. And during that prison escape, when they finally, he busted the pipe, the water
episode
coming out.
10 was when they actually escaped.
Yeah, they actually busted out. So when they're actually doing that busting out shit, and Cassian's like climbing shit, taking dudes out, I'm like, dude, he's like fucking Sam Fisher over here. He's like fucking fucking taking people out.
Oh, dude, he's a cold-blooded
That
killer
dude
now.
Do not fuck around.
It's not just straight up. No, he's
fucking dudes up.
yeah.
And he fucking
Splinter
waxed.
Cell.
He waxed that one dude after he took out his leg, whatever, and then he's like climbed up and he's on the wall, and that guy's getting up and just bam. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's been doing it a lot.
Yeah, and I like it.
Because
I always say that in Star Wars. I'm like, shoot it, and they never do.
True.
But oh yeah, that was my next note was just fuck. He's waxing people left and right. And the last note was like when they broke out. I was like, damn, it's like breaking out of Alcatraz.
Yeah, being in the middle of a bay.
Yeah.
And have to swim over to shore.
And I'll say you brought that up in the solo episode with you where it's fucked up for Andy Serkis's character. Finally, he runs up. He's like, huh,
I can't swim.
I can't swim.
Dude, I felt so bad because I liked his character.
I know.
But you can't have that character and Snoke involved because they're both the same actor.
Do you think he jumped?
No.
You think he just fuck it?
I think he was too afraid.
On program.
I want to say it was more or less not just having the inability to swim, but being scared of the water. Because when you watch him, he's backing off.
Yeah, he's like, I bet he probably got pushed like Cassian did.
Really? I don't know. Because he just like after that shot, when Cassian goes and gets pushed in, you don't see him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think he kind of stepped off to the side and
Maybe
had everyone. Yeah. It was just sad though.
But yeah, that was shitty. He was like, damn, you came so far.
Yeah.
Fuck, just for that.
And he turned. He was the one that was over here. Oh, we're gonna get out eventually.
We're busting out of here, fellas.
We're just do your time. You have this many shifts. Get to work.
Yeah, on program.
And then he changed within the 2 episodes. So at the end of that episode, you see him just, stop. It was a sad cycle for him.
Such a shitty ending. Fuck. For him.
For him. For everyone else.
Everyone else, well, I mean, who knows? Like the other dude Cassian got out with, he's like, we might be the only ones.
Oh, the one that he took to go over to back to the hotel.
Back to where he got snatched.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he busted in and was getting his stuff, and there's like a couple like sleeping in the bed.
You know, it was hella funny at first. I was like, dude just bust out of prison. He's already back at it. Hookers and blow.
Hookers and blow, man.
Hookers and blow.
I mean, we just got out of prison.
They
Nothing but dudes.
He'll get you.
Nothing but dudes.
But yeah, he broke back into that hotel and took all his stuff.
To get his Blade Runner / Destiny looking revolver.
We could pretty much roll right into episode 11. That was at the beginning of it, yeah?
I was going to say that was all I really had for episode 10.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he goes back into his hotel, grabs his stuff, and then
that dude he's with said we might be the only ones. We should split up. He bounced. So then after that, Cassian just heads back to Ferrex.
Yeah.
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 He got the call about Marv. Yeah. Very sad. Saw it coming. Still sad.
What was the name of the droid?
B.
The little astromech? B?
B.
Yeah.
Poor B.
That dude.
I feel so goddamn bad for
As
B.
a robot, and you're seeing that much emotion out of a robot, you're like,
I know.
Like anytime R2D2 got sad and you hear them
sad beep. You're like, oh, buddy. But B's like just like, oh.
So what was me?
So sad for B.
Yeah.
And especially like when
he was trying to get him, he's like, I'm charging. He's like, you've been sitting there all day.
Yeah, when that dude Brasso or whatever, his buddy, Cassian's buddy, that dude Brasso, that worker, I forgot I don't know what he does. That salvage kind of guy.
The one that was in the house after.
Big dude.
Yeah.
Big dude that was with B.
Yeah.
And when he's trying to leave, he's like, all right,
It's so funny how you remember these names. I'm just over here.
Well, I look them up too. If I look, I'm like, who's that?
Oh, see.
Oh, yeah.
I don't do that.
And then I write it down in my notes. So I know.
I literally just watch the show. Oh, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I don't know who that is though, but it's good. But yeah, that was sad with Brasso, and he's like, "All right, come on." And B's like, "I want to stay here." He's like, "You could stay."
You know, that's hella relatable.
What?
Just him like all sad and stuff, and he's just, I'm still charging. And you've been sitting there all day. Yeah, I feel you, B. Whenever I'm sad, I just want to be at my house and just charge. And charge up because I have no energy to fucking do anything.
Yeah, emotions are exhausting.
Relatable as fuck.
Yeah, emotions.
Never thought I could relate to a robot.
Yeah, so sad. I feel like that's always my notes when B's involved. It's just B.
Matt's got a soft side for anything that's like a pet.
Yeah, especially poor B. Poor B.
And then what else? Bix is still all crazy.
Oh yeah, fuck. She going through it. Fuck.
She's hella out of it. I mean, you can tell she's just like she's never gonna be the same.
Just round the clock torture.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck. Yeah, so you can tell looking at her. I'm like, she'll never come back all the way from that.
Not at all. Just that heavy PTSD probably after that.
Yeah.
I mean, you think of POWs.
Yeah, shit.
Those guys are. They got it rough.
Yeah, and she was just round the clock, back to back, day after day, torture. Thought they were done with her after they got kind of what she wanted. They tossed her on the bed. All right, nope, not done.
Yeah, I don't know what else they could have grabbed out of her though.
I don't know either. It's the Empire, though. I guess they don't need much of a reason, other than fuck them. That's why.
Fuck 'em. But you were about to say something before I mentioned Bix.
So before Cassian and all that got back when they were still on the run, and they met those random like toad-looking aliens, and when they were trying to steal.
They were trying to steal the ship, and then the little slingshot thing, or not slingshot, but just
the little net mine, whatever. Those guys talked kind of like Yoda.
Did they?
A little bit. They talked a little bit backwards, a little bit here and there.
Yeah,
not
it wasn't
quite as bad.
Normal English.
Yeah,
I don't really remember their dialect though.
I mean, they sounded. I can't remember exactly like word for word what they said too, but he's like, but like when they're talking, like when they had him captured, and then he basically, that one dude was like, oh, like the Empire, they not be killing ye, not today.
They're Yoda pirates.
Yeah, and they're like, guess you better be jumping. Those guys are cool as hell.
They kind of were
snatched him up and then realized like, all right, go ahead, take our shit. Fine. Cool.
What's funny was they were hesitant to take this ship.
Yeah, because they're like,
wait, really?
It looks like a piece of shit.
We're also in prison clothing.
Yeah. I wondered about that too. Like when they got back to his hookers and blow hotel before they got closed, and like I wonder how they smung that. Being in their prison jump.
He had to have climbed like over the ledge or something.
Yeah, man, damn them just going through it, man. Climbing fucking walls, climbing cliffs.
Oh yeah, he's all saying, "I can't hold on."
And he's like, "You better.
You're gonna die if you don't." So
it's up to you. And then he's like, "They're leaving. They're leaving." Say it again. Yeah, they're leaving.
Say it again. Oh my God, yeah. Say it again.
Say it one more time. They're leaving.
It's a weird fetish you got there, guy. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna start climbing.
He doesn't even say that. He just goes,
He just like
and just starts climbing away.
just leaves. Oh yeah, and Vel, remember the blonde chick? When she goes to Luthen's antique store.
Oh, she wasn't even trying to talk in code anymore.
I was like, she is clearly not any good at this spy shit.
She might just be pissed off at that point.
I'm sure that like I could tell that was part of it, but like just like in general, seeing her do all that shit, I was like, I don't think she's any good at this.
No, probably not.
Because like we saw, like
she was nervous during the whole
I was just
thing
gonna say,
too.
yeah, when they did their heist, she was like freezing up for like no fucking reason.
I mean, can you imagine you're starting a rebellion against a tyrant or a tyrannical government, and this dude goes, "You're gonna be a spy."
What? Huh?
I was scavenging for parts. What do you mean I'm gonna be a spy? You're gonna be a spy.
Yeah, you're a spy now.
Go. You're gonna go do this. Go. Here's an extra guy. Go. So it's understandable, but yeah, she's pretty shit at spying.
Yeah, and she walks in and she's just like, "What's that?" Like just starts saying hella inflammatory shit like in the store, like, and the lady's like, "Shut the fuck up."
Dude, is it just me, or does the chick who works under Luthen somewhat look like a young Princess Leia?
I didn't make the Leia connection, but she did have like a familiar look.
She had very similar characteristics. She just straight up looked like Princess Leia. I was staring.
You look like somebody I know.
Princess?
I got it.
Princess?
She's back. You're back.
Oh my god.
She's back. Everybody.
Reborn. Reborn again. The rebels live. Nope. The Rebel Alliance.
But yeah, Vel, I was like, man, you gotta try harder.
What was going on with I don't know her name either, but the short-haired redhead political figure.
Oh, Mon Mothma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. She's funding the rebellion, I guess.
She's fine, but something's going on to where she's in trouble now. Because Vel visited her as well.
Yeah, so because she's trying to, I forgot the dude's name she brought over, because she's got her friend with like her childhood friend or whatever with her.
Yeah, that was talking with her during the parties.
Yeah, so she's got him with her. He's like her business partner now, whatever. Her husband's just a fucking kind of a piece of shit. Yeah. I mean, he's not like like a bad guy, I don't think, but he's just living the high life.
He's a terrible house husband.
Yeah, and I was like, he's a mooch for sure.
Because I'm pretty sure he is that, right? I feel
as far as I know, they don't say he's a role. He just shows up with her, drinks, and eats the food, and goes, "All right, see ya."
Yeah, so he's a freeloader.
Yeah, he's a mooch.
Yeah, he's a mooch.
He's a mooch. But yeah, so we found out she's trying to get bankrolled with this other guy. And basically the guy's like, yeah, the only payment, he's like, it's free, whatever. And she's like, nah, I don't want to owe you.
Yeah, that's right. I don't want to owe anyone.
And he's like, the only thing I would want is just to come back one more time, because he came there when he was a kid.
Right.
And she's like, okay, that's no problem. And he's like, yeah, and I'm going to bring my son. And she's like, you motherfucker, you're not marrying my daughter.
Yeah.
He's not marrying my daughter. And he's like, oh, well then. Huh?
Yeah, that got pretty heated. I was somewhat uncomfortable. I was, oh shit, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, but it looks like at the end she kind of had to cave a little bit, and they met.
Yeah.
She was styling though in that outfit. She had her little like pocket watch chain thing there. I was like, ooh, this is a good outfit, styling. Flyer than a G6 over there.
Get it, girl.
Get it. But she was just like, this motherfucker. So I don't know. Maybe there will be a season 2 because they have a few loose ends. We'll see. Mm-hmm. But
all in all, episode 11 was kind of.
Yeah, say the only other thing I got for episode 11 was when we see Luthen flying a ship. That dude has like the James Bond car of Star Wars ships.
Does he? I don't remember.
He has so much shit coming out of his ship, like when he's getting chased by whatever those dudes, and he's like,
yeah. I remember.
Like, boop, 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 shit's flying out the back. Bah, 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 bah. I was like, he has the James Bond car ships.
He just lets loose all this stuff and it just shreds their fucking
the tractor beam. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I was like, he literally has the James Bond like Aston Martin of fucking Star Wars ships.
I like how he does a drive-by first, as if to say "fuck you,"
fuck you, and flies off. But he buzzed the tower. Fucking maverick. Danger zone.
Oh, I thought we were over this.
Never.
You know it's coming back to our theater.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'll go see it again.
Danger zone
In theaters.
Yeah, that was all I had for episode 11.
And then
I got a little more for episode 12. Want to hop into that?
Yeah, episode 12.
Super sad little message that Brasso, the dude that was with B in the last episode.
What message?
Oh, just like when Cassian finally got back, and Brasso just told him like Marv said to tell you like I love him. I love him more than anything he could ever do wrong.
He literally quotes her.
Yeah, he said I love him more than anything he could ever do wrong, and I was like, fuck. Ugh, so bad.
What a bitch.
Who, me?
You're like, you watch rom-coms. Shut the fuck up.
I don't. Well, not that I have a problem with him, but I like him.
I like him.
So,
yeah, no, it was.
super
It was. I like that they had it to where he was quoting her rather than, oh, she said this. As if, but he was saying from his perspective. He's literally quoting word for her word what she had said to him. That was a good little detail I liked.
Yeah. Man, just a fucking shot to the heart, though. Yeah.
And
I was kind of bummed to find out because initially Luthen was hiring Vel and whatever to go find Cassian, and Vel and her girlfriend, I forget, Citra, something. Her name was something with a C, T, Citra, I think. But he hired them to go find Cassian, and at first I thought they were hunting to kill him, and then I went, oh no, I think they're just trying to find him. But then we find out in episode 12, oh no, they're trying to kill him.
Yeah, no.
Luthen's trying to kill him because he's like that's a loose end. We got to.
I would say I had already anticipated that. I think they had mentioned it back in episode 8? I think it was episode 8 where they were trying to kill him.
Yeah, I don't remember that exactly. Because I remember getting the vibe. Oh shit, they're trying to hunt him down, and then I went, oh, maybe they're just trying to find him. No, they want him dead.
No, I never got that vibe at all.
Yeah.
I literally was like, they're hunting.
This
him.
is bad.
He gonna be a dead man.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or he'll just straight up pew pew.
Yeah,
And then just continue running.
I mean, we've seen him do it. He'll do it again.
Yeah, we've seen him do it a lot.
Yeah, he
did it even more in this episode.
Yeah, he's just like, you want to see me do it again?
He did it more in episode 12, but the whole when they were doing it was a funeral service, right? I want to say there was a funeral going on.
Oh, where
had
they
the marching band,
and they made her ashes into the brick.
Yeah,
and now you're a part of the city.
Interesting how we're watching stuff with a bunch of funeral scenes. Disney, you had something to say?
Disney, are you sad?
Are you sad? Do you want to talk about it?
You sad, didn't he?
But it was crazy seeing the Empire just be like, fuck this, we're going to stop them.
Yeah, bro. I was looking at that, like when the fighting started, I was like, dude, this is like the Boston Massacre, like going on right here, like straight up. It's crazy. A bunch of unarmed civilians just boop, 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 boop. Like you're just watching those officers just snap, and they're like, fucking open fire, fuck.
We are talking about the Empire.
Yeah.
So, of course, we're kind of anticipating that. Yeah. I was waiting for them to give that dude just in the doorway, open fire!
Yeah.
Fire!
It's like, fuck it.
I was just, geez, someone's mad.
Yeah, because he got like,
after they blew up.
He got like knocked down or something, right? And then he was like, fuck it.
Yeah, he got knocked down after the one dude with the makeshift bomb. And boom, and blew up all their explosives too.
Yeah, he fucked them up.
That was fucking nuts.
Yeah, that was crazy though. Just watching all those civilians just get mowed down.
I was waiting for them to start taking
the guns
of the stormtroopers.
Before that funeral started, before they started actually like playing music on the horns, I was like, what the fuck was up with those horns at first? Because they were just like hella like out of tune and just like I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
You were never in band, huh?
No, no, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like a bunch of people who didn't know how to fuck to play their horns.
No, they were tuning their instruments.
Oh, is that what they were doing? Yeah. That makes more sense.
I was like sitting there like, yeah, that's kind of what the beginning of band class sounds like because everyone's just over there. Okay. I played the trumpet.
Fucking dweeb. Fucking dweeb.
I was an amazing trumpet player.
SpongeBob fucking.
It was gross cleaning that shit.
Oh, I bet.
But yeah, no, so that's what it was. They were tuning their instruments.
Thanks.
I did think about it though. For a hot second, very beginning of it, I thought they were out of tune, and then I was like, oh no, they're tuning their shit.
Yeah, because I was like, what are you doing? And then they started playing. I was like, oh, Okay, good. At least you guys do know how to play.
Oh, they finally are on the same fucking
Everybody get
key.
uniform. Come on.
I said it was an A major, not a C minor.
Kevin, that's it. Get You're off the squad. Give me your gun and your band.
Turning your page.
Oh, yeah. Karn. Cyril Karn.
Yep.
Still a fucking creep. Fuck, I hate him.
Oh, when he first saw her, and he's like,
He's like, their shit's getting all hot and bothered. Their shit's
he's all grabbing his buddy. He's all, oh my god.
And that sergeant's like, hey, dude, stop. But he did save my girl Miro. Because she was about to get some mob justice.
That's also, so that's another reason why I thought that they might be having a second season, because there's no way they're ending with her like that. There's no way. There has to be more. That character they put too much effort into that character. So I think there's going to be a second season for sure.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
And that one will probably lead right up to Rogue One.
Especially because, what's his name? Karn is still also looking for Cassian as well.
That fucking guy, man.
You know, they're still hunting him, but they didn't get to him. It's an open end. So I feel, season 2.
So yeah, I was
look out for that.
I was like, I'm mad, but also happy that Miro survived.
Oh, yeah.
Because like she was about to get some mob justice, and Karn's like, all right,
You saw them starting to pick her up, and she's like,
yeah, they're like, grab her. I was like, oh shit, she's about to get fucked up.
I was kind of confused in the transition. How did she go from being lifted by like 8 or 9 men to Karn just walking with her?
Yeah.
So I was very confused. I feel like there's a continuity error.
Yeah, it seems like a little issue, because I was like, mobs technically don't, like, if somebody walks up, I got it from here. Mobs go, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you take her.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Like they're not an organized mob. It's a very disorganized.
And they were out for blood. I mean, because they just lost. A lot of them died, so they were like, "You bitch."
It was cool with her speech though.
What?
Getting everyone all riled up, like, oh, the Empire is not what we need, and they're they're against us, and fight.
Yeah.
The one dude was trying to
Marv's speech.
Who do you think I was talking about?
Well, I was talking about Miro, and then you said her speech, and I was like, Miro gave a speech?
Oh no!
How did I miss it? It's my favorite.
That's how I can disconnect from shit really fast.
I
guess so. I don't need to stick on a subject for so long.
We'll call it even, because I do that shit to you all the time.
Yeah.
Talk about something, and I'm like, oh yeah, and then this, and you're like, are we still talking about that? No, that was old. But yeah, that was a very good, very inspirational speech.
I was getting a little goosebumpy.
Yeah, it was good. It was good for sure.
Especially when the dude was like, "That's enough." Tried to cover it, and only partial covered.
But then he kicked over B, and I was like, "You motherfucker!" I was so
kind of wish B stood up or stood back up somehow and just
and had like a little little R2 taser, bitch, and just rolls out.
Motherfucker, you can push me over.
If it was R2 would have fucked him up.
Oh, dude, R2 would have handled him like no other.
R2's a gangster, man. He don't fuck around. He really doesn't. Oh yeah, and I was kind of tripping with the watching all the Empire run around. I was like, damn, they got death troopers out here.
Oh yeah, they were escorting her to go. They got the tip on Cassian being up there or something.
And with with Cassian, I was like, he's over here like Max Payne and Sam Fisher. He's like Max Payne because he fucking dove out. Boo! Fucking shot that one death trooper.
Yeah.
He's like Max Payne too. Damn. Slow-mo. Such a badass.
Matt's getting hard on for Cassian.
Dude, I like him. Cool cat. He's a down boy. Down. Him and Miro are my favorite.
Yeah, no, those I think are the best. Well, Luthen's kind of a good character.
I like
Luthen's
Luthen
character.
I still just think about him like Buffalo Bill when he puts the wig on. Tuck, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me so hard.
I don't know the name of the song that's playing in the background. But yeah,
I forgot. I know the song. I just forgot which exact one it is.
I can't even think of it right now. But I do know the scene. It's unfortunately stapled into my.
That is seared into my brain. It's tucked. You fuck me.
Because it wasn't like they, from the waist up. It was full bodied. Dude actually had to go underneath and just tuck it through. You had to shave for that too, probably.
Yeah, probably. Oh, and I'm trying to stop with the O shit ever since you called me out on it, but I can't do it. But
I'm not gonna lie. Throughout the episode, I'm like, oh, there it is. Oh, there
trust
it is.
me, I've done
Oh,
it too.
there.
I say it, I'm like, damn,
Fuck it, roll right through it.
whatever.
It's me with the likes and you knows.
Yeah, I mean, well, I tend to say when I'm talking like
I don't know if you noticed, my speech has been a little slower because I'm trying not
trying to
do
plan
that.
it out.
Yeah, trying to think before I talk.
I tend to do the like when I'm talking, like quoting somebody. Oh, and then Mira was like this, and then he was like this, and then she was like this.
Trying to find similar
Yeah.
synonyms. That's what it is.
Yeah, say, oh, and then he said this, and then she was like this, and then she was, thinking this, or something like that. I don't know. It's hard. Talking is hard.
English is hard.
English is hard. That's why people, you speak Spanish? I barely speak English. What was it? Oh, fuck, there it is. when Cassian got Bix and all his buddies on the evacuation ship, and and Bix is like, Cassian will find us.
In third person?
Yeah, she was like, Cassian will find us, and there was that little lengthy silence. I'm like, I'm guessing that means he never finds them again, because there was that long silence, and then he's like, I will. I don't think so. Sad.
I don't know. I feel like it was an acknowledgement that Bix is fucked up in the head.
Yeah, but she was also, you could tell, grateful,
What? Yeah.
But yeah.
But she said it in third person. Dude's there. She's not going, you're going to find us. She says Cassian will find us. As if Cassian's not there.
Yeah,
even though I think that's a PTSD.
It could be, but I would say it could also, it seemed to me like she's kind of just telling everybody who's in there. Because everybody's, they all care about Cassian, and he's bouncing out. They're like, you're not coming? Maybe. Could go either way.
I just watched the scene, so I don't think so.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see.
Oh yeah, we do have to see though.
But I would.
That's another open-ended thing.
Yeah, but I'll definitely agree. I mean, that whole experience is not over for her. Yeah, no, not by a fucking long shot.
But
and the post-credit scene. Did you see that?
No.
Fucking Death Star, baby.
What?
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah, it was after the credits.
Credit
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I was like, I wonder if there's something. And they just show basically the whatever tractor beam, the dish.
Oh,
they just show that it's like all suspended up in space, and there's little droids putting in panels. So I'm like, it's all pretty much complete. Just need to slot in that last part.
All right, give me a second. Just watch it right
I was
now.
like, ooh, Death Star, baby.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I did not know there was gonna be an end credit scene, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
There's that. Just see Death Star, but it's cool. Yeah.
Sweet.
And that was all we got for episode 12, or I had.
All right. Well, another long one.
Yeah. And I haven't finished God of War yet, but I'm fucking close.
No, he hasn't.
But I'm close. Because we didn't even talk about Gotham Knights.
Yeah. Well,
next time. We're still playing that.
We have been playing that, and I am trying to get gameplay footage of that because it is fucking fun.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
I was a little worried, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean it's like we said while we're playing, we're like, this game is pretty clunky. You get caught on every single edge imaginable, but the combat is just fucking brutal. It's fun.
It's satisfying.
Very weighty. Like
the sound effects for sure.
Yeah,
it's definitely in the sound design. Just
and you're playing Nightwing, and I'm Red Hood, and Red Hood's just fucking brutalizes people.
Which is kind of it's synonymous for our characters. Matt's more of a I'm gonna beat the shit out of someone, whereas I'm like, I want to be fancy. I want to be flashy with it and do fucking tricks in the air and fight with what's it called?
Eskrima sticks.
Eskrima sticks, yeah.
And I'm like, I take the guns.
I take the guns. Beep, 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 beep. But it's a fun game.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for the gameplay. I am going to try to get around to that. I need to get some new hard drive to move it from the PS5 to the computer. So
there's always something.
It is always something. Technology is such a great...
But it'll be worth it because we've been having some good laughs on that.
Oh, dude, yeah. Really fun.
Especially my Frankenstein strangle. It's my favorite move in the whole game.
But that will be it for today. Yeah. That is episode, I believe, 39.
Something like that.
Something I lost count. I stopped counting.
I was counting like in the first 5 episodes when we started. I was like, boom, 26, 27, and now I'm like, nah, it's something.
So be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
and I was going to say something about the email for some reason. I don't know why. Anchor.fm. You can also follow us on that.
Mm-hmm.
It's an easy way to make an account, just like normal, pretty much. You could also use a Google account. Also on Anchor.fm, we have donations open. So if you'd like to support our channel, we do use all of our own money.
Show me the money, honey.
To get this stuff. But yeah, if you wanted to just show a little bit of support, you can do it on there.
Yeah. No pressure, but I like money.
I think we all like money. They're like, we like money too, so we're going to keep
this
it.
new table, you know, it's not cheap.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so Matt,
Wow.
do you have any closing words for the nerds out there?
Okay, so for next week will be our general topic, other than news and whatever all that bullshit we talk about. We'll be talking about what kind of games you play to get you in the holiday spirit, sort of. You know, like when it gets cold outside in December, you're like, what's the first thing you want to watch, play, read, whatever entertainment you partake in.
Something that puts you in the holiday spirit and makes you ready for this month.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be like specific like holiday theme shit, like, you know.
Oh yeah, this episode will come out in December, so
Yeah. So we'll have that next week for you. Some little holiday cheer starting. So see how that goes.
All right.
Other than that,
oh, you fucker.
all I got to say is later, taters.
Nice, got that one.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.